Hey, welcome back to Fast Food Barbecue. So today we're doing chicken scarpariello. We're undercover here because right when I wanted to start making the video, it started lightning and thundering and raining. So anyway, we're getting our ingredients. We got some bone-in chicken thighs. We got some red and green bell peppers, some chopped garlic, about 8 cloves. I have some onions. We got all our spices. We have some white wine, chicken stock, garlic powder, oregano, rosemary, salt, pepper. We have some mild Italian sausage right here. Now we have some little mini potatoes and some hot cherry peppers, which I took the stems off and seeded. And we also have a little bit of our red wine vinegar. So the first thing we do is we're gonna get started on our chicken. I'm gonna move this stuff aside here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to trim these guys up a little bit here. Let's put this plate over here. Yeah, running out of room on this little table. Basically, we're going to get our chicken thighs. See that little flap right there, that fat? We're going to clean that up. We're going to keep that. Definitely going to use it for something. We're going to get all these little pieces of fat off of here that are hanging off. And we're going to leave the skin on, but that looks good to me. And move on to the next one. Flip it over. See this big piece just hanging off. We're going to cut it off, but definitely save this. You make chicken chicharrones, all good stuff out of it. That's it. Cut this little piece over here. And that's it. So we're going to get the rest of these done, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, now that our chicken's trimmed up, we're going to get it seasoned up. So I flipped them over. We're going to do some kosher salt. This is a big guy. We ended up with a tender. We'll use that too. Kosher salt, cracked black pepper, and some dried rosemary. Okay. I'm going to flip it over. I removed the skin from three of them because my wife doesn't like the skin, which is good for me because I'll save the skin and make stuffed chicken skins or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to repeat the process here. Some kosher salt. Don't worry about the salt, folks. Trust me, it's not too much. Pepper, cracked black pepper. I grind this and put it in a shaker. Okay, and our rosemary. Alright, this is ready. We're going to bring this aside and let it sit for a little bit and marinate, and then we'll next move on to our potatoes. We'll see you in a minute. Alright, now that our chicken's cut, cleaned up and seasoned, we're going to move on our potatoes here. So I got these mini potatoes. I was going to cut them in half and I'm going to do them whole. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. A little kosher salt. A little pepper, cracked black pepper. Alright, a little granulated garlic and some oregano. I'm going to give these guys a good toss in the olive oil. Make sure they're all coated beautifully. Beautiful. Alright. That's that. And then now we'll move on to the next step. So I'll check you guys back in a minute. Alright, so I got a cast iron pan heating up, and this is all going in one pot. Well, it's all going to be cooked in one pot, then to be transferred. So I'm going to let this heat up for a few more minutes, and yeah, we'll be back. Alright, our pan's hot. We're going to get our potatoes in there. Oh yeah. So what I want to do is I just want to give these guys a nice browning. Brown them a little bit. Let these guys go a few minutes. Brown them up. Not the most level ground out here. That's all right. So we'll give these guys a few minutes, let them brown, and we'll be back. Our potatoes are looking good now, so we get these guys out of the pan. it's an awesome recipe, but there's a lot of steps to it, so it's all right. It's gonna be amazing when it's done. All right, we got our potatoes out of the pan. Next, we're gonna go in with our Italian sausage. Roll it over there. Now, we're not looking to cook this all the way through. Looking to brown on each side. This way we can slice it. All right. Okay, let this go for a few minutes. A little more olive oil on the bottom. Just like that. Almost there. That looks good. We're going to give these guys a flip. Like that. Let them go for another minute, then we're going to take them off. And what we're going to do is we'll let them cool a little bit so we can slice them. So we'll get these guys done and we'll be back with the next step. Alright, so our sausage looks just about done. We'll give it another flip. That's how you want it, nice and brown. Oh, looking beautiful. Alright. We're going to get these guys off. Let them cool a little bit before we slice them. Let that guy go for a few more minutes, but yeah, looking good. Perfect. So we get these guys off, and then we'll move on to our next. All right, now that our sausages are done, we're going to add our peppers, onions, and garlic right here to the same oil. Okay. Mix around, break up these onions. Alright. Now we're going to add a little more salt, pepper, and garlic. Granulated garlic. Salt, pepper. Very little garlic. Give that a good mix. Now we're not going to cook these all the way through. Only for about 3 minutes. Only for about 3 minutes or so. We don't want them too soft because they're going to be cooked. Finished in the oven with the chicken. That's it. Let this go for a few minutes. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to add our cherry peppers with a little bit of the vinegar in them. It's going to kind of deglaze the pan also. Beautiful. Smells amazing. Now we're going to go with a little bit of red wine vinegar. That's it. Just a few drops. Okay. Alright, so leave these guys go a few minutes, and we will be right back. Alright, our peppers and onions are looking and smelling great. So, that's it. These are done. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to put these in the same bowl as the potatoes. Okay. The vinegar from the pepper smells amazing. Okay. Now lightning and thunder seems to get closer. That's all right. All right. All right, looking good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit more olive oil to this. Just like that. Let that heat up, then we'll get our chicken in. All right, so our oil's hot. Now it's time to get our chicken in there. So move that over like that. Like that. I'm gonna basically get a nice sear on our chicken. All right, so we're gonna let this go for a few minutes, get a nice brown on it, and we'll be back. All right, chicken's been going for about 2-3 minutes now. So we're gonna give it a check. That guy looks good. The old tender that got stuck in there. Yeah, another minute or so. Yeah, we'll give it another minute, and we'll add the rest, and we'll be back. All right, chicken's ready. So what we're gonna do is, beautiful, get that out. Give these guys a flip. Looking beautiful. So we're gonna start adding the other one. That's it. So we'll let them go and we'll be back soon. All right, our chicken is ready. So what we're going to do is we'll remove this to a separate pan here. And another minute or so on these two. That one's done. Another flip. Yeah. Alright, we're almost done. We'll see in a minute. Alright, our chicken is done, finally. Now what we're going to do is remove the rest of this to a separate can, like that. Now you see all these good bits down there? That's all the good stuff. We're going to deglaze it with some white wine. And what we're going to do is scrape all the good stuff off the bottom. Just like that. This is going to be our sauce. We got that done. Now we're going to add some chicken stock. Like that. And a little more. Just like that. We're going to let this reduce for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes till it gets nice and thick. So, while that's reducing, we will move on to the next step. All right, so while our sauce is reducing, we get to work on these sausages here. We're just going to cut them like on a bias right here. You can see they're not cooked, but we only cook them this way. We can slice them a little easier. Like that. They're going to finish in the oven with the rest of the chicken, so make sure you have a sharp knife. This one's so-so, but that's all right. So we get the rest of these done, and then after our sauce is reduced, we'll finish this thing. Okay. More. You can cut them as thin or as thick as you like. This is just how I'm doing it. So, all right, so that's it. We'll let our sauce reduce, then we'll put this whole thing together. So we'll see you in a few. All right, finally our sauce is reduced, so we're going to put this thing together. So we're going to grab some of our sauce, a little bit of it anyway. It smells amazing. I'm going to put that in the bottom of the pan, just like that. Shut our sauce off. Then we're going to add our chicken. We have our oven preheating to 400 degrees. Skin's coming off of that one, that's all right. Okay. Our little chicken tender, we'll just throw it right in there. Okay. All right, next we have our Italian sausage. Spread these guys out a little bit. This is our uncooked Italian sausage. And just put that all around the chicken and make sure it's on the bottom so it cooks. Okay. Looking good. Get it all spread out nice. All right. Next we have our peppers, onions, garlic, and potatoes. Get it all right on top, just like that. Spread it all around. Just like that. Get everything in there, beautiful. Try to get our potatoes to the bottom somewhat so they cook. Alright. We got our hot cherry peppers in there. Alright, that's it. Next we're going to get our sauce in there. Give it a little stir. Beautiful. Now we're going to get our sauce in there. Just like that. Beautiful. So we got our oven preheated to 400 degrees. We'll get this in and we'll see when it comes out. Alright, our chicken scarpariello is done. Looks and smells amazing. So we're going to plate these guys up here. Nice piece of chicken here. Oops, made a mess. My wife just said shocker. Some potatoes, some sauce. The sauce should be a little thicker, but it's going to be amazing. Some sausage in there. There we go. Looks amazing. Looking beautiful. Alright, so we're going to give this guy a taste test in a few minutes. We'll see you then. Alright, let's give this thing a taste test. It looks and smells amazing. So first we'll try the chicken here. Wow. Try a piece with the skin and the sauce. A little pepper in there. We got some sausage in there too. That is totally amazing. You taste the vinegar, the cherry peppers in there, everything. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you soon.